All right, everyone. I hope y'all are having a good Thursday or had a good Thursday if you're off work by now or been doing something else. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about something that I saw earlier on Facebook on somebody else's post saying, "Did you lose friends during the pandemic of this year?" And I saw people saying, some people said yes, some people said no. But my whole opinion on that is, if you lost friends during this pandemic, though, what were those reasons were? What were the reasons? And my answer to that would be, I'm pretty sure it was over things like Black Lives Matter this year, which said I wouldn't talk anymore about on Facebook, though, because it was just creating a lot of unnecessary controversy. Donald Trump, the election this year, the coronavirus, COVID-19. But a lot of these things have had people to kind of sit back and have something to talk about, because a lot of people weren't working right now, or working this year. Some people got laid off. The quarantine had a lot of people in the house, so it had people had a lot more time to really talk and do whatever and see what people were posting on Facebook rather than worrying about a job if you're, like I said, if you're stuck at home quarantining. So my whole opinion to that is, yes, I know people that did lose friends or didn't lose friends, but for me personally, I didn't lose any friends. If anything, I got to see my friends even more than I already was, because if they're a real friend, you shouldn't lose them. You don't lose real friends. You do have friends or people you might consider friends, but you realize they're just associates, because some people do flake off and they just disappear out of your life eventually. Not everybody is as real of a friend as you might think they are, but the ones that you really know are your real friends. Like, I have my best friend RJ. I've known him since fourth grade, and this pandemic didn't change our friendship at all, though. This absolutely my best friend out of anybody that I know. Always follows through with his plans, what he says he's gonna do. High integrity, just as I do. I think of myself as having high integrity. But those friends where they just don't respond to texts, or they just fall off, or you always find yourself having to call them, those aren't signs of real friends. Those are just people that are associates, or people that are just there to be with you as a last option on hanging out. They're not trying to make time with you. But yeah, I'm kind of going off track a little bit. But yeah, the post saying people losing friends during the pandemic, though, and my answer is, to the ones that are saying yes, you did. I mean, it sounds like you didn't have very good friends then. I mean, your real friends you shouldn't lose just because you have a difference in opinion on politics, or about how the virus is and how the virus was handled, or about Black Lives Matter. Though, you still can have friends and not always agree on everything. You're not going to always agree with everybody on everything, especially if you have, even if you have family, brothers, sisters, whatever. That person's not going to stop being your brother or sister or mother or father just because y'all have a different opinion. People have to learn to agree to disagree sometimes. You shouldn't lose good people out of your life, or people that you really call friends or family, just because you don't see everything the exact same way. So you have to learn to look beyond that and realize that you can have your own viewpoints but still coexist with each other.